This is just a quick tutorial to help beginners get started and motivate you and help you what's needed for the basics to start making your own travel videos. The first step is adding footage. So what you're going to see me doing here is just adding pieces from each clip, just kind of the parts that I like. So what I'm doing is I'm just looking for what stands out to me, what visually looks stunning, what I need to tell a story, what I need to make sure that the video is clear. And I'm just adding that and dropping that in. I'm not really going through and editing too much. So I'm actually going to fast forward through this pretty quickly because this part is really boring and not the fun part of making a video. I've gone through the first day here and I'm at the end. This is probably over an hour worth of work that I'm looking at here. And there's a lot more to do. But we're going to go ahead and move on. That's kind of a creative process that you have there. The next step is editing music, clipping, and deleting. So before you even start editing, I recommend that you find a song, and I recommend you go to Ikson. Ikson. This is how easy it is to download a song. You just go to his page, download it, and then you're just going to drop that in. And once that is in your movie, you can go ahead and start editing with the song. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start right with the intro. And with the intro, I'm looking at the song here, and I can see where the ups and downs are of the song using iMovie. Kind of have it. You want to make sure you have it zoomed in, just to make sure you can see where you are. So I'm already clipped that out, kind of sped that up. And then what I'm looking for is just different pieces that I think is going to really grab the audience's attention for the intro, while also giving you the characters. So you can see with this clip here, I'm showing you what the characters are, which is me and my friend. And then one epic drone shot, just a really impressive drone shot that you can use for the intro. So what I'm going to do now is go through and edit down the video. So the song that I have here is about 2.5 minutes, as you can see the bottom left there. And I have 7 minutes and about 40 seconds of footage. This is in fast motion, of course, but I'm just clicking through to make sure that I have the clips nice and short, nothing taking up too much time. And I'm just going to take the best pieces from each clip. And then some clips I'm just going to go ahead and delete and get rid of because they're not necessary for the video. I'm just taking off a little bit from each clip. I'm also adjusting speeds and deleting some clips just to make sure that it will fit in the video just how I want it. So I've gone through and I've edited, and I'm at the end of the project here, and you can see there's a little bit of footage left, and I like to make it fit the song. So what I've done is I am going to just delete some footage, clip some down, and then make sure that it fits with the transition at the end. So now for the last step is going to be the titles and transitions. So this is where we're going to add in just the beginning titles, kind of the titles that show where we are. And then I'm going to work on some transitions and show you a couple editing techniques that I use that are really easy. Just simple stuff with iMovie. I'm just trying to do everything on a very simple level, where I can make a pretty quick and easy travel video. So here I'm adding in my fonts, and so I already got my first one. I'm going to use Sketch 3D, which is a great font, as you can see, for the Everglades there. Here's my final run through. So I'm going to go through the whole video one more time. So basically I have everything clipped out, and I like the way the clips are hitting with the music. And again, that's totally up to the creator, how they want their clips to hit with the music. But I'm going to go in and I'm going to add in a couple sound effects and maybe change some of the transitions. So here I'm adding in, as the drone flies up in Miami, I feel like we needed some more oomph to that shot. The music didn't kind of come with that. Sometimes if the music has the oomph in it, built in, I won't need to add in any transitions. So you can hear how that oomph is being added. So I'm going to make sure the volume's high enough for that. And then here I'm looking at this little spot here, and this transition it needs something. It changes too quickly. It doesn't quite make sense. So I'm going to use a very simple iMovie transition, which is kind of homemade transition, and we're going to go with what's called the Ken Burns effect. We're just going to do a fast zoom in here, and it kind of punches in, and it creates that cool effect. And I'm zooming in on the water, so you kind of know you're headed there as the viewer to the water, and then you have this cool, really nice overview shot. And then here I can see again, I don't like this transition. So instantly I'm going in here and I'm looking at what else can I add in. I messed with this for a little bit. I kind of edited some of this out here, but I did mess with the length of this transition back and forth, back and forth. That's a lot of editing, a lot of back and forth. So finally I was happy with that, but I felt like, again, the music didn't really have the oomph here sound that I wanted when the drone flies up from the car at such a high rate of speed. So I'm adding in this quick little sound effect here. So that's going to help us understand that this is happening quickly, help the viewer feel more immersed in the experience of the flying up and the speed at which it happened at. And I'm going to continue to watch the video for a couple more touch-ups here, make sure that my fonts are okay, my titles are good, and here we are at the end, just making sure this is smooth, just how I like it. I feel like it needs to have a little more background sound. So I'll add in the description for background sound. You can go to freesounds.com. So I found a nice sound here, just kind of like a little beachy vibe. I'm going to make sure I get the volume pretty low and have it fade in, fade out. Just make sure it doesn't overwhelm the viewer. You gotta always remind yourself these might be playing on loudspeakers. And this looks good. I like the way it sounds. I'm gonna shorten it just a little bit, but overall, I'm pretty happy with it. And then that is my final video. So obviously a lot faster, but you can see once you get past that first process of making sure that you get through the clipping out, figuring out what clips you want, and just finding how it fits with music, then you can make a travel video just like that.